MVPs. Next fight on the prelim card, it is Quillan Salkilld, 8-1 from Australia, and he's fighting a Jewish guy. You know what we say about Jews. Shout out to Dave Portnoy. Yanal Ashmouz from Israel. Okay, they're fighting. The odds are minus 650. Salkilld is the favorite. Yanal Ashmouz is a plus 425. Now, knee-jerk reaction when I see these two fighters paired up together. As soon as I see it, I go, oh, Salkild's whooping his ass. Salkild's going to whoop his ass. Why? He's got longer extremities. He's got legs. And he knows how to use them. Y'all don't know. I might be tone deaf. Shout out to ZZ Top. Anyways, Salkild's a long fighter. He maintains his distance, and he does everything great. And then you got Yanal. Dude looks tiny, bro. Dude reminds me of a little gnome. Well, a little Oompa Loompa, right? But let's talk about Quillan Salkilld in his entire makeup. If you watch him in these early fights, he's fighting on the regional scene. He's in the hotel lobbies, and he's doing things. You'll see a jiu-jitsu nerd who's still trying to learn how to fight. And I'm cool with it because since he's been in the UFC, very dominant. Now, he beats Gage Young on the Contender Series, and he wasn't supposed to beat Gage Young. And you want proof of that. They still let Gage Young fight Evan Elder on short notice most recently. He did not embarrass himself. But the UFC really wants Gage Young in. Listen to the way the announcers talk about him, okay? And then you had this kid from Australia who was supposed to be a sacrificial lamb. It didn't happen, bro. He showed up and handled his business. And he's crafty and he's skilled and he's good. And I like him. So then he gets in the cage last time back in February. And he beats Anshul Jubilee, one of the worst fighters on the planet Earth. Shout out to him, the only guy out of a billion that is in the UFC from India. Now, he was in the UFC for 19 seconds worth of a fight. Might have been an early stoppage. But if we go back to that fight card, what is it? Duplessis versus Strickland 2. I have it pulled up here. Look at Quillan Salkilld. He was a minus 725 favorite for that fight. And I told you he was going to win by sub. I got it wrong. But we did get the not go the distance correct because he ended up winning by knockout in the first round. But he's a minus 725 favorite. Let me tell you how infinitely better that little Yanal dude is compared to Anshul Jubilee. Like, they're not even in the same stratosphere. This Jubilee dude is nothing compared to Yanal. Nothing. And I really mean that, okay? They're not even remotely close. Now you look at little Yanal. Yanal, last time he was in the cage, we saw him beat the ever-living shit out of Trevor Peek. A lot of you guys took Trevor Peek and faded me. But I recorded a video, and I told you guys, Trevor Peek sucks. I covered the whole card on Patreon. Let me see if I can pull it up. It's right here. I covered the whole card for you guys. And I told you. Let me see if I can pull it up. These odds are wild. Nobody likes Chris Padilla. Parlay which is something else that hits, so just take it straight across. It's minus 135. But I can't put Trevor Peek on this card as a win. I don't know if there's a single. Trevor Peek would have to be fighting a straight can for me to pick him. He's such a tough guy. What a terrible fighter. Not a UFC fighter. Got a chin from hell, bro. He can take a beat. You know how we know people are tough? You know how we always say that guy's tough? Because we watched him get their ass kicked for 5, 10, 15 minutes. That's why we know Trevor Peek is tough. He's been getting his ass kicked. Give me Yanal. Hey, Yanal, you better be ready, bro. You better have the heart of a lion. Skip the fight. You don't have to bet on it. Just watch it. I got to pick every fight. You don't have to. Remember, reminder MVPs. Next fight. Now, I told you to skip it. You don't have to bet it. Some of you guys faded me and took that bum Trevor Peek. He's not built for this. Yanal is. Now, let's talk about Yanal as a fighter. If you don't remember, in his debut, he knocked out Sam Patterson because Sam Patterson's a moron and had his chin in the air. And this little guy throws heat. He throws heat. Way more than that dude from India. He throws real heat. And then he fought Chris Duncan, who's not a striker at all. Chris Duncan's a grappler. And Yanal Ashmouz broke his arm in the first round and still made it to the bell in the third round. He still fought all 3 rounds with a broken arm. And that's why he didn't fight again until September of the following year. He needed over a year of recovery because he broke his arm, but he was tough enough to show up. And then he beat the ever-living shit out of Trevor Peek. And this guy's your underdog? Now, if you saw him against Trevor Peek, he was spamming takedowns. I don't know what the takedown button is on Xbox or PlayStation, but he was spamming the takedown button, and Trevor Peek could do nothing about it. Okay? And this is an important thing for you guys to understand, is even if Yanal he shot 18 takedowns, he got 9 of them. But even if he gets the takedown, and he had 8 minutes of control time, Trevor Peek doesn't know how to fight. Trevor Peek is the guy doing hammer fists in a fighting stance, right? He doesn't throw jabs and crosses. He throws standing hammer fists. Trevor Peek's terrible. But even Trevor Peek got up. You can't have 9 takedowns. That means you have no control. That means when you get a takedown, your opponent finds his way to his feet. And if you're ever looking at a guy like Quillan Salkilld, if you get a takedown on this guy, you're in trouble. His extremities, he's going to sweep you. When you're the taller guy, it's easier to sweep. Standing, I think Salkild's a great striker. I don't think he hits as hard, but he's going to be, it's hard to hit what you can't see, bro. It's hard to hit a ghost. He's going to be outrange where he doesn't get struck, theoretically. I think Salkilld wins this fight. I do. Because even if he gets taken down, which is Yanal's only path to victory, he will get back up. If Trevor Peek got up, Salkild's going to get up. He's in shape. He's a beast in the 3rd round. We've seen him go out there and take people's lunch money. The way he beat Gage Young, he can do that again. I think Yanal's like a weaker Gage Young, a weaker version of Gage Young. I actually think Yanal's just a better version of that other Trevor loser dude. But anyways, let's talk about the betting aspect of this fight. You got to stay the fuck away from this. This is stupid. Minus 590. All that dude has done, all Salkild's done is won in the Contender Series against a non-UFC fighter in Gage Young, and he knocked out a Habibi dude who runs a 7-11. Like, that's not real, bro. This is not real. But before I tell you the responsible thing here is to go put $10 on Yanal, I personally think I think Quinlan's better. I think he's going to win the fight. These odds are stupid. Not parlayable, not bettable in any way, shape, or form. If anything, you're looking at points here, and I know you guys hate trying to get... Whenever we see odds this wide, we try to hit the method. Another thing you can do is say the fight's going the distance. It's a minus 136. Total rounds, hit the over at minus 176. There's no need to really bet any. And I know some of you guys are like, Rico, that meant 176. I got to bet $176 to win $100. No, you don't. You can literally just sit here and say, I'm putting $40 on this fight and just feel good about the 20 you won. Like, I don't know what your unit size is, but be responsible and just hope that the guys are tough enough to string it out and last. They're both 8-1 fighters. But at some point, we're going to end up against the cage, and that little guy is not going to be able to finish the takedowns because he can't get his underhook up properly. He can't get up there, bro. He can't get up there. The dude's too big, too long, too strong. Quit now, as long as Salkilld doesn't accept the takedown and then sit in on his back in his guard, which I can't allow, right? A closed guard, you're gonna lose your fight, your whole night. You don't have to bet on the fight. I have to pick every fight, but you don't have to bet on it. So once again, this particular fight is stupid. Shout out to Vegas. Yanal has both his arms. He's got everything you're looking for. Like, it's fine, dude. I wouldn't bet that in a million years. But I think Salkild's winning the fight. I'm not making it a lock because, and for you new people out there, if I don't make it a lock, that means I don't want you to parlay it. If you ever see locks are parlayable. This is not parlayable at all. This is silly. You can do something with that. I don't know what you can do with it. I don't know what you can do. I feel it's dumb. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows. Shout out to Salkilld. Go get it done.